all you amazing people. Thank you so much for clicking this video. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed, commented, or liked any of my videos. Now, it has been brought to my attention that I have not made a top 10 anime list in a couple years. So, I am going to be doing a brand new 2024 top 10 anime. Now, these are anime that I am basing off of my enjoyable watching experience. Were they fun to watch? Did I enjoy them? And another thing I'm basing them off of is, can I rewatch them? Is there a rewatchability where I still enjoy it while I'm rewatching it? So, those are the two main things that I am going to be basing it off of, and I will explain more while I get into my list, because I don't want to bore you right now. I want you to see what my list is. So, we're going to get right into my top 10 anime 2024 edition. Now, not all these anime are newer anime. There's some older ones in here that are just so dear to me that have always been in my top 10 because they're just so good. But there are some newer ones. You'll find that out when we get into the list. This is my opinion, so please be nice in the comments. But please put yours in the comments below, because I really want to see what your top 10 anime are. Because everybody has like such different opinions on what they like. Like, I like certain things, you like certain things. So I want to see what are your top 10. Now, let's get right into it. My top 10, number 10 is One Piece. Now, I know that's going to be a shocker. I love One Piece so much. But the main reason it is at number 10 is because of the watchability when it has really good moments where like things are happening. My favorite moment was probably when they were doing the Marineford like battle of the Marines and the pirates and stuff. I can't remember what it was. Battle of the Best, is that what it's called? But that was such a good moment, and so much leading up to that was incredible. So there's a lot of really good moments in One Piece, but they're pretty far in between other moments that aren't as good and as interesting. And it's not really one that I could rewatch the whole thing, just mainly because there is a lot of episodes. But I love the characters, I love the storyline, I love so much about the show. But the main reason why it is at number 10 is because of that. Because there is a lot of just kind of moments where there's not much happening, or something happens and it doesn't really have much to do with anything. It's just a weird thing that happens and you're like, okay. So, I'm sorry for all you One Piece lovers out there. I love One Piece, but it's my number 10. At number 9 is my absolute favorite romance. It is so good. Fruits Basket. I love Fruits Basket so much. The story is incredible. I love all the characters. Toru is a character I strive to be like, because she is so kind, so understanding, so patient, so humble, so sweet. Like, I love her character. A lot of people will be like, oh, she's so naive and lets everyone push her around and stuff. But I just find that the way that she reacts to things is so nice and refreshing, because when certain things happen, you would think, oh, that person's going to get really mad and it's going to be really bad. But not her. And I love that. I love it. But the main reason why Fruits Basket is a bit lower on my list, it's number 9, is because I can rewatch it, yes. But when I first watched it, it's not super action-packed. So it mainly hit me in the feels because of the romance. It didn't hit me in the, oh my gosh, what's going on? Because there's so much action happening and the fights are crazy and you're like, whoa. No, this one doesn't have any fighting or anything. So that makes it a little bit duller for me. I love action. You'll find that out when I go in my like top 3. But yeah, that's the main reason why it's number 9. It's just because there's not that much action. So it's not, it didn't really get me with the action. At number 8, I have my favorite idol anime, Idolish 7. Now, I don't know if much people have watched this one, because I don't think it's very well known, but it is an absolutely incredible idol anime. If you love idol anime, I highly recommend Idolish 7 because it's so good. It's so good. It's about like three main idol groups and then like a fourth one that comes in, and they just go through the world of being idols in Japan and all the drama that happens and everything. It's just so good. So incredibly done. I love the characters. The characters are so interesting. Each and every one of them in each one of the groups is so cool. The managers also get screen time, which is really cool. And you really learn a lot about like the idol industry and what they have to go through and stuff, which is really cool. The songs are a banger and everything. This one is number 8, mainly for the same reason as Fruits Basket, because Fruits Basket doesn't have, you know, the fights. Idolish 7 doesn't either. Idolish 7 is almost like Fruits Basket in the way where it's a lot of drama and a lot of things happening, but it doesn't have crazy action-packed fights and everything. So I have this one lower because I love the action, I love the fights, I love that. But I also do like drama. That's why these ones are on my top 10, because they're so good. I love them so much.
夢じゃないよ。誰が一番あなたに歌って欲しかったと思ってるんですか。君が嫌な思いをしたら僕が先に怒るから。俺の役割ってなんだろう。俺にできることってなんだろう。いくら使っても構わない。どうか探してくれ。
Number 7 is Solo Leveling. Now, I am reacting to Solo Leveling on my YouTube. I will put it up here. But it's an incredible anime. It is pretty much almost like a game where the main character, Jinwoo, has these powers and he can power up like crazy. And he is just extremely powerful to the point where you're like, holy man, does he ever stop getting more powerful? Because he doesn't. It's so interesting to me because they're not supposed to be getting more powerful, and yet he is. So then people that know he's not powerful realize that he's getting more powerful, and it's like, whoa. So it's really well done. There's a lot to love about it, but this one is mainly at number 7 just because it's still coming out and there's still a lot of the story that I am very interested in, but I also have a lot of questions because it's not finished yet. So that's the main reason why it's at number 7. If it was finished, I would probably be like, oh, it's going to be higher on my list because I do really like it. It's got the action, it's got the characters, it's got the story, it's got so much that I love in a good anime. But it's just not complete yet, so there's a lot left unknown. So that's why it's at number 7 for me. Number 6 is My Hero Academia. Now, My Hero Academia is an incredible story. I love stories with heroes and villains and fighting and powers and just all that. It's so much fun. I love it so much. It's incredible. It is only at number 6 because of the, what do they call it, the festival arc, where they had the school festival and all of that was happening. And then I can't remember what his name was, but the one villain that comes in that's not even that big of a battle with Deku, so it just wasn't anything too exciting to watch. It was exciting for the one moment though, and that was when Eri finally smiled, and that was insane. I love that. I got chills all up and down my body. It was one of the best moments ever, but that was really one of the main moments I loved about that whole arc and whole part of that season. So I would have to say that is why it's at number 6, just because it has moments like that where it's not super action packed and lots happening, and I get that there's nice to have moments like that, but It does have moments that are extremely, extremely well done. It's so good. I'm talking about season number 6, the newest season that's just come out of My Hero Academia. I can get into a whole thing about that one, but I won't because that would take forever because there's so much that I love about that season. It is incredible. Right from the get-go, you're learning more things, you're seeing some battles, you're seeing some action, things are happening, and it's just insane the whole way through season 6. And Vigilante Deku, I'm sorry, but he is incredible. I love it. I love that whole section of it because holy. And spoiler alert, but when they get into UA and nobody wants him there because of what's happening, and he's got like his classmates rallying for him. Oh, that was such a good moment. And then when he finally gets in, some of the people he's Coda, yes, I love that they bring him back for that moment, but people that he has saved as a hero go and they stick up for him and they say, look at him. He is going through the roughest time. Let's shelter him for a bit so he can get rest and relaxation. And let's get him back out there on the battlefield to help us get this over with. Like, it's so good. I love it. There's so much I can say about season 6. At number 5, this one is going to be a shocker because it doesn't really have action and everything. It is Romantic Killer. Now, the main reason why Romantic Killer is on here at number 5 is watchability. I have already rewatched this show like 3 times, and every time it gets me. It's so funny, it's so dramatic, it's so well done. I love so much about this. It's so quirky, it's so crazy. The characters are fun. The whole storyline is fun. I love the story where she gets put into a real life like dating sim and has to get into relationship because of this like relationship wizard from another world that needs people to be in relationships because the birth rate in Japan is going down, and she gets put into the craziest scenarios because of this wizard with 3 different really hot guys, but they're also such sweethearts. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. The one I love him because he is hilarious. He's like the princely type, and he knows that everybody loves him because he's so hot. He's so good looking. And my favorite part, spoiler alert, is he literally was driving, and she didn't get hit very hard, but the main character, Anzu, gets hit by his car.
Oh no, I'm gonna be late! Wait, what did I just say? That phrase, it sounded so familiar. I'm gonna be late! This is way too similar to one of those dating sim scenarios. There's no chance a third guy shows up, right? I'm coming up on the corner. You don't think? Nah, there's no way. I'm not even running with toast in my mouth, so... It was just a car, not another cute boy. I'm safe. Wait! That car just hit me!
I'm terribly sorry, miss. Are you hurt?
I'm fine, not even a scratch.
She's the one who went running out into the street right in front of us. There's absolutely no need for us to apologize to her.
You're the one with the toast in your mouth?
And he comes out and he's like, fine, you can go out with me. I'll take you on a date. Where do you want to go? And she's like, what? And you find out that apparently people will throw themselves in front of his freaking car and put themselves in his path just to go on dates with him because he's so hot and they just want to go on a date. Like, what are these girls smoking? Like, what? Who does that to get with somebody? And it was so funny when he said that to her. She's like, no. Like, I would never want this. She had, like, no intentions. And just the fact that she was like that, though, it gets him to be like, I want to be better for her because she doesn't react the same way as other girls. And it's so Oh, it's so good. I highly recommend Romantic Killer if you have time to watch it on Netflix.
スタートポッチン。あなたは被験者1号に選ばれました。おめでとうございます。僕はアンズちゃんの恋愛を全力でサポートいたします。そんなわけでそろそろ魔法界へ戻ります。私そんなの関わらないから。
持ってけよ。
借りる、返す、仲良くなる。
いらない。よっ。おはよう、アンズ。寝坊しなかったか？学校行こう。
誰？この高身長イケメン。どこかで会いましたっけ？
え？何言ってんだ、寝ぼけてんのか？幼なじみの顔忘れるなんて。
幼なじみ？どう？
ずいぶん安っぽい足だな。だが悪くない。どうした？
ちょっと正気をね。僕言いましたよね。イケメンに囲まれた乙女芸生活がリアルに怒るって。
Number 4. Number 4 is Ragna Crimson. I am reacting to this right now on my YouTube. I'll put a link right here, just like with Solo Leveling. But this one is, oh, it's so much fun to watch because there's dragons, there is powers, there is action, action, action. There is a crazy storyline. Ragna is a really cool main character. Spoiler alert for the first episode because holy man, but his past self, I don't even know how, but comes out of nowhere and is like giving him these visions of people he loves dying and everything going crazy and just all hell breaking loose pretty much. And he's like, well, what? And then he finally meets up with his, future self, and his future self is like, I have all this power. I have gained so much power, but I can't use it right now because there's nobody for me to protect. Everybody that I love, anybody that I cared about is dead. So he wants to give his past self this power to prevent that future from happening. And it's insane because he gets this power, but because it's such a powerful power, his body suffers from it. Like he cannot withstand it. So it's just crazy. And the main bad, like the winged progenitor, I can't even remember what her name is like Altamontia or something, is so interesting because she is a very beautiful, beautiful girl that's soft spoken. She's very sweet and seems very kind, but yet she spouts things like everybody has to die. Everybody has to be annihilated. I want everybody to die, but I don't want them to be in pain when they die. It's God's will. And I'm like, what? Like, how do you have this extremely sweet persona, but you want everybody to perish and just get killed? Like, whoa, it's so cool. I love the dragons too. Like, there's so many different levels of dragons. The main level that I like is the ones that are like the humanoid dragons. You'll find out why they're humanoids, but whoa, it's so interesting to me. I love Ragnar Crimson so much. It's such an amazing show. Probably like my favorite one that has come out this season so far that I am reacting to.
俺に関わった人はみんな竜に殺される。未来でそれを思い知らされた。どうすればいい？分かりきったことだ。すべての竜を狩り尽くす。
ごきげんよう、人間の諸君。滅ぶがいい。
俺も竜を滅ぼしたいんだ。未来の俺たちが果たせなかったことを今度こそやろう。静粛に死ね。道具としてなら見どころがある。
私と組め、死神ラグナ。大丈
お前にわかるか。あの日今の強さがあればとどれだけ悔やんだか。だったら俺にくれよ。俺には今強さがいるんだ。お前はなぜそうまで竜を滅ぼしたい。守るため。未来の俺が失ったもの、俺がこれから失うはずのもの、全て守る。ようこそ。風も君たちを歓迎している。
まもなくこの国は死の恐怖が多いです。
神なのか。
殺したいいっぱい殺したい。
狩人の意地を見せろ。
6つの血族、そのことごとくを打ち滅ぼし、神よ
彼この未来を打ち砕け。
熱竜の極み、銀気東宝。始めよう。世界の運命を変える戦いを。私とお前の熱竜の物語を。
At number 3. Now we're getting into the top 3. But number 3 is Full Metal Alchemist. Now, is that a shocker? Everybody loves Full Metal Alchemist. Let's face it. It's such a good show. There's so much to love about it. Ed, Al, all the military folks, Mustang. Everybody is so interesting. I love Full Metal Alchemist mainly because of Ed and Al. They are such cool, main characters. Holy, they are so fun to watch. And this one is number 3 because it's got a lot of action, it's got the story, it's got all of that. Just like Ragnar Crimson, both have incredible story, incredible action, really fun characters that are so interesting, and every new character that you meet is so intriguing. Like when you meet Olivier and stuff, you're like, whoa, who is this? That's so cool to watch. So I love Fullmetal Alchemist. It's so fun. I can rewatch that one endlessly because it's just so well done.
Roy! Hey, you're still in Central? So, how are the Elrics doing? You keeping those boys out of trouble?
I'm their commanding officer, not their father.
Hey, tell me something, Roy. Why'd you decide to make Ed a state alchemist anyway? He's just a kid. I mean, military life isn't easy, you know. That boy's gonna have to go through hell someday.
They've seen hell. Both of them. I've got a ladder to climb, and this is how it's done. I need every mark in my favor that I can get. At least until I've assumed the office of Führer, that is.
You've got my support.
Are you with me, Lieutenant?
Do you even have to ask? I'll follow you into hell if you ask me to.
War. These endless uprisings. Philosopher's Stone. Human sacrifices. And the outright genocide of the Ishvalan people. How could this even happen? And who could have orchestrated something as terrible as this?
Bloodshed gives way to more bloodshed. Hatred breeds more hatred. Until all of the violence soaks into the rivers of blood. And no matter how many times it happens, they never learn. Human foolishness never ceases to amaze me.
I'm sick of watching people die, and I can't just sit back and take it anymore. I won't let anyone else get killed, not when I can protect them.
Number 2 is Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, Yu Yu Hakusho is such a fun one that's got tons of action, got incredible characters. I have rewatched it a lot, so it's got really good rewatchability for me. I adore it. I love ones that got a lot of action and powers to it. This one's got some pretty insane powers. It has got one of the best arcs, in my opinion, in an anime, the Dark Tournament arc.
Productions presents
swordsman, fire apparition. Kuwabara, brute strength and tremendous honor. Kurama, 300 years old, master tactician. And Yusuke Urameshi, spirit detective. In an epic battle against an unseen world. Yu Yu Hakusho. The incredible
That they have in Yu Yu Hakusho is top notch. You cannot go wrong when you watch the Yu Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament arc. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go watch it because it's incredible. Right from the very moment that Toguro shows himself and tells Yusuke he's got to go into the Dark Tournament to the end. So good. It's so well done. There is some flaws in Yu Yu Hakusho. That's why it's number 2. But it's such a fun watch. Like, I have rewatched it and I still get like the chills and the excitement and everything. It's just incredible. I get the excitement a little more than Fullmetal Alchemist, so that's why it's a bit higher than Fullmetal Alchemist. It's very close though. Fullmetal Alchemist is like right there, right behind Yu Yu, because it's just so good. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. It's got everything that I want in anime. It's got the story and the characters and stuff, just like I said. So, highly recommend Yu Yu Hakusho. It's incredible. And it's an older one too. And older ones sometimes are really well done. And this is one of the older ones that's well done.
This boy's name is Yusuke. He's 14 years old and is supposed to be the hero of this story. But oddly enough, he's dead.
I've turned into a ghost?
Bingo! You are for the moment the spirit detective of Earth. Botan will supply you with information on your cases. They won't be easy. I hope you're ready.
With proper training, he could become a very powerful warrior.
Now, as the new spirit detective, Yusuke must join forces with a team of misfits and criminals on a mission to save the world. Together, this unlikely band of heroes is humanity's last line of defense against the supernatural forces that threaten to overrun the Earth. Don't miss the adventure on Yu Yu Hakusho. Coming soon.
And number 1, I don't think that very many people have watched it. It's quite underrated because people that have watched it do enjoy it, but I don't think very many people have. 86. Now, 86 is number 1 because of the story and the action that happens in it. It is incredible. The story is insane. The story is mainly about how there's 86 districts in this like area of the country, and 85 districts are safe behind walls. There's an 86 district, but those people have colored hair, and 85, they don't. They're all, I think, albino. They have white hair and like eyes and stuff, so they don't get ridiculed. But the people that have brown, black, blonde, anything, any different color of hair are, and they're sent out to the 86th district to fight what is called the Legion, which are these robots that are pretty much just coming to attack. They're out for blood, they're out for war, and they send these poor guys out to fight them when they have really nothing. Like, they have nothing to their names. They're treated like crap. They are just ridiculed. Nobody cares about them. So it's a hard watch, but it's so good just because it captures that aspect of it in such a way where you're like, oh my god, like you get chills. I get chills when I watch it because of the things that are said and what's happening, and because of one character in particular that's my favorite character. Her name is Vladilena Milize. She is incredible. I adore her. She's almost like Toru in my opinion, where she cares about people that you wouldn't think people would care about, and I love the way she goes about things, because she is a commander in the army, and all the commanders in the army that are within the 85 district, they don't care about the people they're commanding in the 86th district. They don't care. They don't treat them like humans. They don't give a flying poop if they're getting sent out to die. They don't help them. She does. She tries to. She tries to get a connection with them. She treats them like humans. She does what she can to help them out. She sends them stuff and whatnot. She is just an incredible character. I love her so much. She's one of the main reasons why I love this show as much as I do. And I'm actually going to be cosplaying her at an anime convention I'm going to this year. Stay tuned for a vlog for that because I'm going to try to vlog it. It's going to be a lot of fun. But oh my goodness, it's so well done. There's so much to love about it because there is moments where you're cheering for them and then moments where you're like crying because of what's happened. It's so just in depth to the story. The storyline in 86 is just incredibly in depth. There's so much to unpack and unravel and to see and to learn. Like, you learn some pretty crazy stuff about the Legion and about the main character, Shin. Oh, it's incredible. Highly recommend it if you haven't watched 86. Go watch it.
ここでレギオンと戦って死ぬか、諦めて死ぬしか道がねえなら、死ぬ時まで戦い切って生き抜いてやる。それが俺たちの戦う理由で、誇りだ。
その果てに死ぬしかないと分かっていてもですか？
あんた、僕たちが望んで戦ってるとでも思ってるのか？あんたたちが閉じ込めて戦えって強制してこの9年何百万人も死なせてるんだろ。
自由や平等など早すぎたのだよ、レイナ。我々人類にはおそらく永遠に
守らせるためではなく死なせるために戦わせるなんて、そんなもの虐殺ではありませんか？
俺たちはようやく自分が行こうと思ったところまで行こうと思った道をたどっていけるんです。いつか俺たちが行き着いた場所まで来たら花でも備えてくれませんか？
But there we go. That is my top 10 anime 2024 edition. I hope you enjoyed. Again, please put yours in the comment below. And if you like this video, please like the video and subscribe because I love doing this kind of stuff. I love anime. I love talking about it. And I will see you next time when I'm doing a reaction